Hello and welcome to socialproofnow.com help videos. All right, let's get started. We're going to log in with our email and password. Click login. Once you're logged in, you're going to be on the dashboard page. Today's video is on the countdown collector notifications. Now you can see here we have some campaigns or domains that are put in. We call them campaigns here on the site. So we're going to click on this campaign, and you can see here all of the past notifications that we've done for the videos. So we're going to click on create notification. And then we're going to go down to countdown collector here, but we have to go back up. I'm going to call this countdown collector. Oops. For the sake of the video, you can call it whatever you want. These are great for webinars. You can, name it your webinar. If you're having one and you want to use different ones, you can do as many as you want. At any time, you can turn them on and off to use different ones. It's great. So you have so much control with socialproofnow.com. So we're going to do that. We're going to call it Countdown Collector. We have this here. We clicked on that. We're going to click Submit. And here we go. This is the design section with different parts to it. So we're going to do the basics first. So, you can leave it like this, building a website. If you want to change it, let's see. I'm trying to think real quick. A webinar on how to master marketing or something like that. Free webinar. You can just put free webinar. You can have hurry up, registration are closing soon, and you can have them give their email here. Okay, the button text sign up, end date, you can put an end date here, which automatically it has tomorrow, so it's automatically set there. If you want to have like a privacy agreement here, you can click on that. I've read and agreed to the privacy policy, and you'll put that URL there. I'm not going to do it, but I just want to show you real quick. Okay, here. See? If you click on it, it's not going to go to, it's probably going to go to our website, but it should go to your privacy policy. They have to click that and check that off. Okay, so we got the basics out of the way. Now let's go to triggers. Okay, triggers are important because triggers are when you want the notification to show. So if you want this on all pages, you're just going to leave it on trigger on all pages. But if you don't want that trigger on all pages, you can actually say you want this just on the main page or on the login page when they first log in. You can put that URL here. If you want it on like a page with part of a URL, you can put that here, just exactly like they have it. Starts with part of that URL, ends with, page contains certain words. If you just put certain words on it, it'll show up on that page. I'm going to leave it here and trigger on all pages for the sake of this video. How long do you want them to wait before this shows up? So here it's set for 2 seconds. You can change that by clicking this or going down, or you can just put 40 seconds here. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to just leave that blank for a minute. Now, if you want this to show up, if they go to exit out of the browser, this will pop up. You can have that set up like that. If you, you just have to put it on exit. If you want it on a scroll percentage, let's say your browser is all the way up here and you like 50% down. If you go 50% down, the notification will show up, or you can just leave it on delay like I'm going to now, and I'm going to put 1 for the sake of this video. So that means it's going to show up right away, like within a second of them being on the site. Display notification once per session. A visitor session is cleared once the browser is closed. So you could just put that on. If that doesn't matter to you, you can turn it off. Display on small screens, whether or not to display the notification on pixels available smaller than 768 pixels. So screens that are really, that are smaller at that size, if you don't want it to show, it won't. I leave it on, like I've said in all the previous videos, because of mobile phones and iPads. But if you don't, you can turn it off. It doesn't really matter. So once you're done with this section, you just click Update. Now we're going to do Display. Where do you want it? Where do you want it to show up? And how long do you want it to stay on? So here you can do, again, you can change that to 60 seconds. You can use the arrows here. I'm going to do -1 like it says right here because I want it to stay up for the sake of the video. Where do you want it to show? The bottom, the top, or the middle? You have all of the selections here. Let's try middle center. I haven't tried that one yet. Do you want a close button? In other words, like an X where they can X out of it here. If you do, you just put that on. If the branding now, if you're an enterprise member, you will have your branding here. But if you are not an enterprise member, our branding is going to show, which is our website. So if you want our great site to show, great. If not, you can just click on that and it turns it off. You click on update. Okay, and now customize. You can customize this whole thing here. Now, I want to show you before I do anything. You see here this drop shadow? I love it on the white. It looks good. It kind of like makes it pop a little bit, but if you don't want that, just click on display shadow off and it goes away. But the only problem is it looks kind of like just on the page. There's no definition there. But what you can do is you can do a border. If you don't want that, you can do like 5 and you can do the color black, save. So you can have a border instead if that's what you like. You know, it doesn't really matter. It's all on what you like. This is customizing to your site and to your taste. Title color, if you want to change it, you just click on these bars and it saves it. Free webinar, I can leave in black. Time color, it's black right now, the buttons. Okay. Time background color, which is here. Okay. Background color is white. It's white here. You can't see it, but if you click on it, it'll come up. Let's make that, I don't know, let's just to show you. Okay, save. See, there you go. I know it's really dark, but I just wanted to show you. Button background color, which is here. Okay, it's black. I'll leave it like that. And then the button color itself. Wait, hold on, button color. Okay, wait, hold on. The background color, I think, is the numbers. Let's see. No, this is the numbers, I think. Okay, let's see. Oh, I guess that's here. Okay. And then the rounded, there's so many different sections to put colors and no colors. Now this is the rounded look. If you don't want that, if you want more of a straight, you can just go here and it's like a square. It's a perfect square. We did the border. Now do you want it to fade in? Fade in, slide, zoom, or bounce. I'm going to keep it on fade in and fade out. I'm going to click update. This is really simple and it's really easy to use. Okay, now, do you want to use a webhook? So if you want to send this data, like the email address, to an external source, you're going to click on that. Now, all services have webhooks. I did a search on Google and I put in Aweber webhook and I got this. This is the developer guide and it'll tell you exactly what to do. All of the email services should have a webhook. Either you can find it on the site, do a search on Google, or call them. If you don't want to do that, if it's too technical for you, then what you can do is you can leave that blank and you can put your email address here and all of this info will go to your email address. So you'll collect it, okay, at your email. So you have the options there to do that. If you don't want any of that, just leave it blank if you're not going to collect it. Now, that's it here. Now, what you have to remember is on the top here, if this isn't green, it's not on. So the notification is not going to show. All the statistics will show here once the campaigns start. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. Now let's test it, that I put it on here. Now let's test it and see if it's working. Okay, so I'm going to go to our website and I'm going to click reload. And there it is. It shows up right in the middle, top middle. So that's the fade in. It is kind of like in the middle of the site, and you can set it to go away after five minutes if you wanted to. I'm not 5 minutes. I'm sorry, 5 seconds. It's not going away because I have it set so you can see it. I have the -1 there, remember. So this isn't going to go away unless I shut the browser. So I hope you liked the video. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and have a great day.